Hello friends, welcome for this lecture. Today we are going to see the necessity of the starter in induction motor. So we are going to discuss why it is necessary to use a starter in three-phase induction motor. As we know, in a three-phase induction motor, magnitude of induced EMF is in the rotor circuit will be depends on the slip of the induction motor. Okay, this is the important point for us, and we know that at a starting value of slip will be equal to 1, as we know this nr equal to 0 at the starting. So therefore nr will be equal to ns into 1 minus s. So 1 minus s, when you say nr equal to 0, so then s should be 1. So at the beginning s will be equal to 1, right? So the rotor current at the starting will be given by I2 equal to E2 divided by square root of R2 square plus X2 square. That is nothing but your magnitude of impedance. Okay. So where E2 is the rotor induced EMF per phase. Okay. The magnitude of induced EMF at the starting is maximum as slip speed. Okay, that is relative speed between the rotor and the rotating magnetic field. That is your slip speed. Okay, slip speed will be equal to relative speed, that is nothing but your ns minus nr. Okay, at the beginning nr will be 0. Okay, so what happens here, ss will be maximum, that okay. And then once the rotor starts rotating gradually, okay, so what happens that this relative speed will be high only. Okay, so based on this your induced emf will be dependent. So at the beginning your relative speed will be maximum. Okay, therefore induced emf in the rotor is also maximum. Okay, so as the rotor conductors are, as we know in the squirrel cage rotor, we have shorted. Okay, we have shorted the rotor windings. Okay, therefore this emf circulates very high current through the rotor at a starting. Okay, the induction motors are start behaving like a transformers. Okay, having a short circuited secondary at the starting. So this causes a very high current in the rotor. So what happens is, when the rotor current is high at the starting, consequently stator draws a very high current. Now your stator gets high current of around 5 to 8 times of a full load current at the starting. So due to this such a high current at the starting, what happens is there is a possibility of damaging of the motor winding. Okay, similarly such kind of a rush currents, other this is going to damage, or it is going to be like, other appliances works also going to be stop. Okay, so what happens, there is voltage spikes may arise. Okay, so to avoid such effects, okay, so to avoid such effects, it is necessary to limit the starting current, okay, by the motor at the starting. So therefore starter will be necessary for us for the induction three phase induction motor. Okay, so in the running condition, the relative speed of the rotor with respect to rotating magnetic field becomes slip speed, which is very small. Okay, hence the magnitude of the induced emf in the rotor also reduces by slip times. Okay, the magnitude of your induced emf at this standstill condition. Therefore, hence in the running condition, hence in the running condition, the rotor current is not very high. Starters not only limit the starting current but also provides the protection to the induction motor against overloading and low voltage conditions. This starter also provides a single phasing protection too. Okay, so now we'll see what kind of a starter we are going to use for our three phase induction motor. Usually we prefer to use the star delta starter, as we know one condition that initially high current starts flowing through this. Okay, flowing in the current. So what happens there is, due to that high current damages, or it may affect to the other appliances. So main intention is what, there high current flows in the rotor, that's what we have to use. We have to limit this current, high current. Okay, so high current can be limited, means this current can be limited by this induced EMF. Okay, induced EMF in the rotor, so that can be done by your stator. Okay, so if your stator produces a less voltage, means less voltage, then obviously your rotor also induces means a less minimum amount of voltage. So if there is a minimum amount of voltage in the rotor, then current flowing through that is also less. Okay, so what we have to do is, in this star delta connection, your stator winding will be connected to, at the beginning, star connection. As we know that in star, voltage is less, that is V phase will be equal to VL divided by root 3, right? But in delta, VL will be equal to V phase, right? Therefore this stator connection should be means which should get a less voltage, that is only possible in star connection. So let your stator winding, at the starting it should be connected to star. Okay, once the rated speed is allowed for the rotor, then what we can do is, then you can switch your stator connection from star to delta. Okay, so this can be done. So as we have observed, in star connection what happens, your phase voltage will be equal to VL divided by root 3, means your voltage is going to be reduced by 1 by root 3 times voltage has reduced. So once voltage is reduced, obviously your current also reduces by this factor. Okay, and then when rotor current is reduced, obviously due to that high current only we were getting a problem, that is damages and all. So therefore now we have reduced. So if your rotor or a motor reaches to 50 to 60%, okay, 50 to 60% speed, okay, then what we can do is switch your stator winding to a delta connection. That time what happens in delta connection is, you will get phase voltage is equal to line voltage, which is required as a rated voltage for us. Okay, then our motor starts rotating under normal conditions. Okay, so this is what we have to do. First we need to connect star connection, so that can be done here. See, star delta starter, observe here, they take a 3-phase supply, this is R Y B supply, and take this main supply from this. Okay, and then this one is R phase, Y phase, and a B phase, right? And this is your stator and this is your rotor. In the stator winding, initially connected to this R to R, Y to Y, and B to B. Okay, at the beginning. And next what we have to do is, now see, this stator winding has to be connected to in star as well as in delta connection. Then only at the beginning you can let it to the star connection, because of that reason, to reduce the voltage, and then allow it to run it to the delta connection. So to get a delta connection, observe this carefully. Okay, delta connection, see, this is your R Y B phases. Okay, so delta connection means it is R, Y, and B if you are taking. Okay, then other end of this R has to be given to R dash, means R dash and Y has to be shorted, right? And Y dash, B and Y dash should be shorted, B dash, so R and B dash should be shorted. Similarly, R to R we have given at the beginning. Okay, means B to B we have given, means from the supply we have taken Y to Y. This is R Y B connections. Okay, now other end of this is your R dash, this is your Y dash, and this is your B dash. So what happens here is, R dash should be given to B dash, so R dash should be given to your R dash is given to your Y. Okay, this connection R dash is to be given to Y. So observe here, this is the R dash, we have to give it to Y, right? This is a Y phase, so we have connected to Y. And then Observe here this one, this is connected to R, and then another wire should be connected to B dash. So this is your R connection, this is your B dash connection connected to R. Okay, this is again R, Y, B only, right? So make sure that this is your R, okay, this is your R, Y and B only, right? But another end where it has, which has to be connected, that we have to take. Okay, so as we have said, this is R, Y, B. Now we have connected, we have taken R, Y, B, right? Other end of this has to be connected to those particular values. R, here R dash, B, sorry, it is Y dash, and this is B dash. So now observe, R dash should be connected to Y. So this is a R dash, let it connected to Y, right? This is your Y, connected to Y. Next, here what comes? Y dash. Y dash should be given to B. So this is Y, Y dash, okay, yellow color, right? So this has to be given to your B phase, right? And the next, last one is what? Your B dash, okay, that is blue color, has to be given to R. Here it is connected, right? Now it is a delta connection. Okay, so now this is your delta. Make sure that these are your RYB. Okay, so where, how to connect, this has to be delta connection. And suppose star is what? This is your star, this is your star connection. Okay, means Y to Y, okay, R to R connection, Y to Y and B to B. So take your R to R connection. Okay, this is your R, sorry, this is your R, Y and B. Make sure that key same values here has to be taken. So both are of same connection, it has to be connected. Okay, so now how it has to be done is, one you make it to a delta, another one you make it to a star connection. This is as usual your squirrel cage rotor. Okay, now what happens is, when at the beginning, okay, at the beginning voltage you need require less. So once the supply is on, once the supply is given, so what happens, what we have to do is, this switch you have to place at the star connection. So this circuit diagram is closed. Okay, this one is closed now. Alright, so here it is open. Alright, this you make sure that this is open right now. So at the beginning what happens, the entire circuit is under star connection. So star connection means your Vp will be equal to VL divided by root 3. You have got 1/3 of your voltage. Okay, so and then what happens is, current has reduced. Okay, current has reduced. Due to this, what happens, starting current reduces by 1 by root 3 times. Okay, when the motor attains 50 to 60% of the normal speed, then the switch is brought to the run position, that is this position. Okay, delta connection, switch it to this side, okay, through that side. So then your motor starts getting its rated voltage, as well as it runs at rated speeds. So now each phase of the windings gets its rated voltage. Okay, the operation of a switch can be automatic. Okay, it can be used automatic by using relays, which ensure that the motor will not start with a switch in run position. Okay, only limitation we have of this starter is, it is suitable for normal delta connection only. Okay, so where by which the voltage is changes 1 by root 3 and cannot be changed further. Okay, this is your star delta starter. Thank you.